have you both seen, this was like a classic indie venture cold open, have you both seen Sophie Turner as Lara Croft today?
Yes, I have.
May I be the straightest I'll ever be on this podcast for a second?
Go for it.
I guess we'll allow it.
A wooga, that is all. I apologise in advance.
It's okay,
I think
actually,
she looks great.
that is
the
fine.
Round glasses, yeah.
That is fine. That is still a function of bisexuality, because I would like to add an awooga of my own. So same,
Oh, 2 awoogas.
Same reaction. No, seriously, I mean, I was a little bit like, when I first saw it, I was like, is this just a fan render? Because honestly, they have just done exactly what you would think that you would do. But at the same time, like, fair play,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it now. I think, like, honestly, the little round glasses, the little round Lucasade
little
ad
slutty
glasses.
Yeah,
I'm like,
absolutely. Honestly,
not my
like,
words.
To go back to the sort of like 1996 original in the 30th anniversary year and just go like, we are looking at classic Lara design was a very good call. I am excited for what Tomb Raider are doing this year. I make no secret of that. So.
Me too, buddy. I'm so excited for those games. Let's
new
kick off
remake.
the Year of Our Indie podcast with Tomb Raider.
But yeah, can we just have like 5 minutes of unrestrained Tomb Raider chat? Because I'm so excited. But yeah, no, it's I'm down for whatever Tomb Raider media they want to throw at me at basically all times. So
yeah, I will give a thumbs up. There you go.
Nice. 2 awoogas and a thumbs up. That's the new indie venture rating system.
I mean.
Here we go, lads. Let's go. Oh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another hello. It's because I coughed, right?
Yeah, I was like,
That's because you were like, okay, lads, let's go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to
just
how gentle
deep
it was.
cough, and then like, start the intro.
Right, okay.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. Oh, God. And welcome to the Indie Venture Podcast, a video games podcast all about the wonderful world of indie games. I'm Rachel Watts, and here I'm joined with Rebecca Jones.
Hello.
And Liam Richardson.
Welcome. A Target employee welcoming you to the store. Welcome. Yeah, that's me.
Very, very serious.
Welcome. Happy New Year, everyone! It's 2026, which means another year of excellent indies, another year of excellent podcasting. This episode, we're going to be chatting about our most anticipated games of 2026. But before we dive into that, a quick warm-up question. Do you guys have any New Year's gaming resolutions? Is there anything you learned from the past year that you want to bring into this year? What energy are we feeling for 2026?
Oh, I mean...
Ooh, good question. Do you want to go first, Rebecca?
I can start. And it's interesting. I don't know if people will have read Rachel's recent blog post over on the Indieventure podcast blog. But I think we're kind of in a similar space with I'm sort of like committing to fully freestyling it this year, just doing what I feel like. And it's really funny because we were talking about this the other day, and I was like, I'm just really going to focus on games that I really want to play. It's like all heart picks, no obligation. And I appreciate that it does look like that's what I do anyway, but behind the scenes, what I do is I put a lot of pressure on myself to play a lot of different things and like really diversify what I'm looking at. And I don't do it, but I feel really stressed about it. And I also don't do anything else at the same time. So I'm actually so much less productive when I try and make myself be more productive that I'm sacking that off this year. I'm just
good.
I'm doing it for fun. I'm doing it for fun this year. Hell yeah.
As it should be. Can you imagine? Wow.
Right? Video games for fun. What's
Join
that?
me.
I know. I look to you, Liam, and the envy, the light, the beacon which you give off is God, I'd love that for myself one day.
I would love that for you too.
Yeah, 100%.
I'll piggyback off that, Rebecca, because I'm exactly the same. I think I've said this for quite a few years now. It's always like, I'm going to play less games because they make me stressed, and I don't want to keep up with all the latest indies. And honest to God, I have every year that I've said that I have truly believed it. But I think what makes the difference is this year, it is physically impossible for me to do that. Like other years I've said that and I've been like, actually I enjoy this, like, but this year is different. I think, like I said before, coming towards the end of last year, I was very much like, it doesn't matter if I want to, I cannot. It is not a possibility for me. So I'm with you, Rebecca. I'm going into this year being very much like, I just have to release my grip on this idea that I want to be a sort of like, play all the indies and have an opinion on them all. And I can't. There's just too many, which is a good problem to have, I guess, ? But I don't really know where that leaves me. I don't really have, I guess for me, I have certain genres I like, but I don't have as much of an identity as I think you two do when it comes to what video games I like. I find it very difficult for me. I think this is how I feel. I don't know where that's going to take me. And I feel like I'm quite excited about that because I have no idea what's going to, I don't know. So maybe I phrased it wrong there, but that's just how, it's not anything, but because I've played a lot of different things, I think I've just kind of, I don't really know what I really want to play. Because I'm like, I like everything. But now I'm almost free of that. I'm a bit like, where will my eye lead me? Like, what's going to happen? Ooh! So I'm feeling a bit like that.
That is exciting, though. It's, the point where you're like, just complete freedom to just be like, I'm not feeling it, so I'm letting it go is great.
So that's the energy. I'm with you, Rebecca. Me and Rebecca are in this boat. Liam, you joining us in this boat, I guess?
Liam's captaining the boat. Liam's been
there for years.
I'm throwing the life raft over the edge and you're clambering aboard, I think. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go full steam ahead and playing whatever the fuck I want again this year because it's the best. And I've never played and finished more games in my life than I have when I decided to not try anymore.
It's so counterintuitive, but it's so true. It's like, how do I play less when I'm trying to play more? But it's like, because I get to the point where I don't want to fucking look at a video game again. Whereas when I'm like letting myself do what I want, like last night, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to play the game I plan to play. And that's fine. I'm just going to watch YouTube and chill out and read my book for a bit. Yeah. And that's what I did. And I'm like, you don't have to play video games every night to prove that you are serious about this as a hobby or a career or whatever.
Yeah.
Good point, though. Like, it do feel like that sometimes, right?
It does.
Like, for a long time, it felt like you were failing
does.
in some way if you weren't always playing something.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what?
I completely agree.
I'm not burnt out on the game. I'm going to go back to it in a day or two. I'm just like, it doesn't need to be constant. It doesn't need to be every spare moment that I have in my life, you know?
And I feel like this, I'm interested to see where this takes the podcast. I am quite interested to see.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Because like I've never felt so like this is going to change. I do feel like, or maybe it won't. I actually have no idea. But if it does, that's also fine. And I'm excited to.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
So by the end of the year, Liam will have just only played AAA. Me and Rebecca have not played anything apart from 1 or 2 games. Just like, wow.
Well,
yeah, honestly,
If my experience is anything to go by, I still feel like I play more new things than I ever have as well. And I mean, like the fewest games I've ever, like the year in which I finished the fewest games was the first year I joined RPS. I think I only finished like 8 games.
Yeah, because you're being pulled in so many directions to play something new like every day. Yeah,
exactly. Well, last year I finished 42 games.
Wow.
And like the majority of them were 2025 releases. And I just felt like because I wasn't putting pressure on myself, I had the I don't know, I had the desire to spend 35 cursed hours playing Fantasy Life I on the Nintendo Switch and still managed to play big indie releases. So I think no matter what happens this year with you two and your gaming habits, I think it's going to be beneficial to our listeners because you'll be more invested in the things you're playing. And ultimately, that's why people like the podcast. I love litigating the podcast on the podcast. But
I'm excited for that. Absolutely. I agree. I love that what we've just done here is we have absolutely like come to, we've talked around what is just essentially a cycle of burnout and recovery that we're all very familiar with, but we're like, as with all cycles of burnout and recovery, it's like we have reinvented the whole conversation and had a revelation, which is important in the recovery phase. But
I feel like there's a good video game about this called Wonder Stop. Rachel, you should try it out. You might like it.
Maybe I should try it now and I'd feel different.
Maybe you like it. You'd be like, Borrow, I get it. I see it now.
Borrow!
I made so much tea. In the weeks after I played that game, I made the most variety of teas I think I've ever made in my life. I love tea.
Oh,
that's great.
So listeners, if you have any gaming resolutions, let us know. Discord, we got a lot of new listeners with the first episode of the year, so I just wanted to let you guys know who are new. One, hi, hello, and two, we have a Discord and we chat about lots of cool indie games, so hop in there and let us know your indie gaming resolutions. Do they overlap with us? Do they not? Is yours the opposite and you're like, I'm gonna play every single indie notable indie release of 2026, and I'd be like, I tip my hat to you. That would be incredible. And just a diary journey, just checking every now and then. Well, I guess you wouldn't have the time. Oh no, I see this rabbit hole.
That's the problem. Yeah, you can't write about games and play them all. You don't have the time to do it.
God damn.
If you are a new listener, please rate and review us 5 stars. Remember, phone below. We don't want to know. 5 stars. Wherever you are right now, 5 stars. Please.
Tell them to listen to the podcast if you're new. Rate us 5 stars.
If you're still here, this is your first episode. You're like, oh well, I guess the first 9 minutes have been good. Yeah,
This is the most hinged we've been in the first 10 minutes of an episode. This is great.
The first 9 minutes have been great. They've plugged their Discord. They've demanded we give them 5 stars on every app. And they're not going to talk about indie games this year.
And, we are very menacing. So there's
the first 9 minutes is literally, we're not playing any more indies. Fuck you, 5 stars.
Yeah, there's a real threat behind the 5-star request, I'm sure. Lara Croft, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So let's jump into the main topic of the episode, which is our most anticipated games of 2026. We've chosen 3 each, and they're all different, which is interesting. So we'll be talking about 9 solid releases this year. Well, fingers crossed they all release this year. You never know with indies. We've had many a year on the podcast. We can say this now. When you said earlier, the classic indie venture opening, I was like, God, we've got been around so long. We have like classic indie venture openings and stuff.
We've done a lot of this.
Yeah.
So in the past we've mentioned games in our anticipated games, and stuff. Shit happens. They don't come out. Silksong comes out and everything gets delayed. So hopefully these will come out this year. But if they don't, we'll be waiting. We'll remember. And we'll be waiting.
We will.
Yeah. We wish everyone the best. That's always. The main thing is
yes, absolutely
a healthy and happy life, devs. That's what I want for you most of all.
Cool. Yep. So, who wants to kick us off first? Normally we do this sometimes with release.
Oh, we do.
That is not gonna work with mine. That is not gonna work.
Yeah. So maybe let's just do round robin. So Liam, you kick us off then.
Yeah.
I will kick us off with a smashing game. Oh, he's firing on no cylinders in 2026.
Hello.
My first game is Virtue and a Sledgehammer, which is the new game by Deconstruct Team and Selkie Harbour. Deconstruct Team are the team who did... it's not just called Fortuna. Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, the game that we always forget the name of on this podcast. I don't know why. And Selkie Harbour, they helped Deconstruct Team make Many Nights Whisper, which was the short game about firing a single arrow that came out last year. So it's not entirely obvious what this game is about, but the trailer and the Steam description implies that this is a game where you play as a person who lives in a town where androids have taken over, and I believe the androids are mimicking the people who once lived in the town, like your neighbours, basically, people you used to know. And your response to whatever event has occurred here is to just smash everything to bits with a big sledgehammer.
Yes!
So you're smashing up the robots. It has like completely destructible environments, so you can destroy, I assume based on the trailer and the description, every house, every location in this game. And as you chew your way through this location by just absolutely decimating all of these buildings and robots, you're revealing memories from the past, and you're getting cutscenes and story and narrative, which, knowing Deconstruct Team and Salky Harbour, is going to be very powerful and probably very deep and meaningful. The thing that's really captivated me about this, because I haven't played as many Deconstruct Team games as I'd like. I still haven't played many Knights of Whisper. I still haven't played Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, which is a real blind spot for me and something I'm going to try and rectify this year. But the top of the Steam description is, most people resort to therapy, but you chose the brave option, a sledgehammer.
Yes!
And I just, that sounds like, not to, use a pun, that sounds like a very blunt way of describing this, but I feel like, knowing Deconstruct Team, they're going to focus on that trauma at the heart of this game in such a meaningful and interesting way. And I just feel like, don't we all sometimes want to just like smash through the things in our life that are hard and like destroy it with righteous anger and fury? And I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of talking through it in therapy in this game, but I'm excited for this. It looks very, very promising, and it's hopefully out this year. It's got a vague 2026 release date, but yeah, be exciting if it does.
That's such a 2026 mood. Just take a sledgehammer. I think that that is going to be great.
Taking a sledgehammer to robots as well is very 2026.
Hell yeah.
What's interesting is that Devolver have picked this up, so that's always a good sign. I do feel like, Deconstructing and Salky Harbour's collaboration on Many Nights of Whisper was a match made in heaven, if I do say so. Like, it was such a good game. I feel like for Deconstruct Teams, like, really like punchy, heartfelt stories, with Salky Harbour's because Deconstructing were always working in 2D, and now Salky Harbour have kind of brought them into this like new 3D landscape, and like it just hits so much harder. And I'm also so looking forward to this game. This game could be about anything and I would play it. Like, that's how much I love Deconstruct Team, and like their work speaks for itself. And I'm sure this one is going to be a bit gut punchy. Like, I'm so excited! Yeah, this one was almost in my list, in my 3 as well. But this for me, this is a guaranteed good play. I just feel like it is going to be a guaranteed like good / bad time, bad complimentary, sad time.
Yeah. I love it already. Yeah, that title, that's poetry right in itself. I love that so much. The concept is so refreshing as well. I like the way it's sort of positioning itself as something like a walking simulator, like a sort of exploratory like narrative, but also with a sledgehammer, which is amazing. What a concept.
What if everybody's gone to the Rapture, but you had a pound of C4? What if you could blow up that quaint English pub?
Right.
Who's next?
Very exciting. Can I guess?
Yes, go babe.
Right. I'm going to very quickly, actually, I'm going to do a couple of honourable mentions up top before I get into the ones that I really want to talk about.
She's doing them first.
I know.
Right.
Rogue. So a couple of games that I just don't have enough to say to make a full section on at the moment. One is Servant of the Lake, which is the new Rusty Lake game that's due out this spring. I love Rusty Lake. We know, if you've listened to any of our previous episodes on Rusty Lake, you know that I love it. It is impossible at this stage for me to talk about a new Rusty Lake game without getting into the 17 or whatever other games in the series. I can't.
Oh my God.
I can't speak about it in isolation until I've played enough of it to know what it's bringing to the lore specifically. So just let it be noted that I'm excited for Servant of the Lake, the new like premium full-length Rusty Lake game that's out this spring. Another one is Roman Sands Rebuild, which is a game I was very excited for last year. It kind of got caught in the blast radius of Silksong a little bit. It was due out on September the 12th. But for various reasons, I don't think Silksong was the primary reason, but I think it was a contributing factor. They decided to delay it. They haven't got a new date yet, but I've been checking on with the devs on Blue Sky, and they seem cautiously optimistic that this is coming out this year now. So yeah,
Nice.
that's a sort of like frantic adventure game where you run around a luxury hotel resort at the end of the world and try to solve problems as a bellhop for a bunch of very annoying clients who don't seem to care that the world's ending. It looks really exciting. It's got that very like psychopop color palette that I always really go for. So I'm very excited for this one. I wish them all the
demo
best.
slapped.
It was so good.
The demo was so good.
Oh, I never
yeah,
played it in the end. That's good to know.
Yeah, I think it's the start of the game is going to be more or less the demo. So I think there is going to be something to be said for going in fresh on this. But I'm really excited. I wish them all the best because I know that there were they alluded to some like health problems on the team, which was part of the reason for the delay as well. So like all the best to everybody. I hope this comes out this year, but mainly I hope everyone is well and safe and happy. So yeah, those are my two kind of honourable mentions for this. And the one that I want to talk about properly is Peace Island, a game that I remembered this morning as we were talking about the plan for this episode.
Yeah.
And Peace Island has been on my radar for a really long time. It's kind of one of those where you have a little bit of a false memory of it going back further than it does, but it turns out it was announced in about 2020 when it went like mildly viral as it was announced because it was 2020 and we had like the time to get super excited about an indie game that was still very much in the concept phase. So it has been in development for 8 years now. It's a 2-person team, I think.
Oh, wow.
So it's taken them a while and for good reason. Like smaller teams, obviously, especially this one, which is like self-funded. It's just like, yeah, they're taking their time. I've got a lot of respect for that. So the concept is a kind of, again, exploration game. You're on an island. Things are a little bit chill, but also a little bit weird, which is where I live. Obviously, we know this. But the kind of USP is that you play as a cat, and all of the characters are cats. And it kind of looks, on the one hand, it's kind of like you're a cat in a town, and you're just kind of going about your cat business. But then you watch the trailer, and you realize it's like the cats seem to be debating whether to invite humans back to live with them in the world that they've built, which I'm really intrigued by. And yeah, this like when I first saw this, it kind of brought something up in my memory of a book that I loved when I was a kid called The Mouse Butcher by Dick Kingsmith, who wrote Babe, the Babe books as well. And it's one of those things where I loved this book as a kid, and like me and my dad seem to be the only people in the world who've ever read it. So please, if you've read this book, please get in the Discord. Again, plug in the Discord. Please get in the Discord and tell me, because I feel like no one else has ever read it.
I want to have a look.
But it kind of takes this concept of this kind of like this event has happened and only cats are left on this island community. And they sort of start to rebuild the community and act like it's a little bit Animal Farm, I guess, in a lot of ways, but like more aimed at kids. And Peace Island totally gave me these vibes. It's got like a very nice visual to it. And yeah, as is going to be a bit of a trend with the games that I've picked today, I don't know an awful lot about this game. And I realised actually that pretty much every game I talked about in this episode last year actually came out last year, which is super rare. So for once, I don't have this big run-up of years and years and years of research into things. So I'm there's no tiny bookshop anymore. I'm flying just like by the seat of my pants on this episode. But yeah, no, not much more to say about Peace Island at the moment, except it predates Stray, it predates Little Kitty Big City. The world is ready for a non-anthropomorphized cat protagonist. I'm down. I'm excited. I read their blog today. The developers have put up a blog. They haven't managed to secure a publisher, so what they're actually going to do is release it episodically themselves.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
So there is going to be a free prologue chapter up on Steam on the 1st of February, and then chapter 1 is planning to launch on July the 1st. As with all very small ventures, especially self-published ventures like this, I think it's fair to say don't go expecting like the full product. Like so many things can happen to small teams like this. I wish them all the best, but if the first 2 chapters are all you get, it's still going to be worth the ride to support a really small indie duo, because a lot of the games that I'm looking at are actually from quite big indie publishers. So I really wanted to talk about one quite small self-published thing as well today.
Sure.
And yeah, Peace Island, it looks super cute. If you like cats and vague... I just remembered when I was talking to Rachel about it this morning, and I pitched it as everybody's gone to the Rapture but with cats. And
that's incredible.
That's all I want. That's all I want. So yeah.
Are we going to try and... We should try and link every game we speak about today to Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Just slowly a theme that's emerging.
Yeah, I had not heard of this cute cat game, Rebecca. Like, I didn't know it was in early access. I've not seen it before. It looks very cute and looks very you. I like the idea as well of just like empty, no humans, all cats.
Yeah,
I just think that's very cute. I like the mystery aspect of it as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm just excited because they've been kind of mooting a release date that's far in the future for quite a few years because of obviously the constraints of their production. And slowly I've watched it get closer and closer to the actual real time, and it seems to be like progressing.
Oh my God.
At a sort of point where we might actually meet in the middle, where the real world date is the date when it gets really. I'm very excited for that.
That's fun.
Were they working in cat years?
Quite possibly.
Is cat years different from human years?
I mean,
is it shorter?
I don't have photo evidence that these devs aren't cats.
Well, there's only one dev cat team.
There's only one dev cat team. They also have a game out this year, Planet Full of Cats. Bonus recommendation. There we go.
Planet? Oh my God, they're going into Stella. Oh my God, the cats have gone into Stella. Oh my God. Should I chat about my first pick?
Absolutely.
Please do.
I've chosen something that's coming out very soon. I don't know when this episode comes out, but Cairn comes out on the 29th of January. This
episode comes out on the 22nd.
Oh, so this okay, there's still a bit of time.
A little bit of time, yeah.
Little bit of time. So yeah, I've chosen Cairn. Which is a climbing sim. It's by Game Bakers, which they've done Haven and Fury before. Mm-hmm. I'd not played Fury. Haven was okay. It was the 2-player action exploration game. I liked kind of the experimentation they were doing. It didn't quite hit it for me. This game, however, I've played the demo. I'm locked in. I'm ready for this fucking game. Like I said, this is a climbing sim, but unlike climbing sims we've seen before, like Dosa or Peak, this kind of prides itself on realism. So essentially, you play as a climber called Ava, and the tagline of this game is that you can control all 4 of Ava's limbs as she climbs the mountain. Very co-op style, but less frustrating. But I still tense.
I feel the Haven DNA in there already.
Right? It's like kind of interesting in the way that they're exploring like your relationship to, I've played with both mouse, keyboard and controller, but this is definitely a controller game. Mm-hmm. And like you say, like with Haven, it was very much about like weird ways of using the controller. This is the same. Mm-hmm. So it's very much you kind of like Dosa, but just more tense. You're gripping the sides of mountains as you grip with one trigger, release, grab with the other hand, release, move your foot. And that's all well and good. But the feeling in this game as you climb the mountain is unlike anything I've like played in other games. So there's minimal visual clutter. So the way that you are aware of your stamina and you're aware of if you're slipping is all through Ava's breathing and her body movements. Ooh. And you're feeling through the controller. So if you leave her hanging on her fingertips with one hand as she's like scrambling, her breath will get more intense and heavy, and the controller, like you can feel the tension in the controller of her fingers as she grips the wall, and that tension will increase in the controller. And it's so cool. I'm climbing this mountain. Like I could be a mountain climber. That's how this game makes me feel. Like it's just wonderful how so visceral it is. Like I went in thinking moving the 4 limbs of this one person is going to end with me throwing the controller out the window. It's actually very intuitive, the way that the game kind of guides you in terms of what limbs you can move at what times, but it's up to you where you place them on the rock and where you grip. And it's just, I love that kind of guideline of it not being too frustrating, but also like you can, if you fuck up, you can fall off and you can die and you have to restart. So it's just, there's this tension there that I really enjoyed in the demo. And I think it's going to be one of the, like, if I say experience, I know that sounds weird, but I just know that I'm going to feel like I have a bodily reaction to this game, and I really cannot wait. There's other elements as well. You can rest, and you have gear in your pack, and weight comes into it a lot, like kind of like with Peak a little bit, but a bit different. There's a mechanic where you have to like tape up your hands because they kind of act as like you're like injured, so it affects your climbing. So if you tape up your hands, you can climb better. You're climbing in bare feet, so you can tape up your feet as well. You meet other climbers on the way. Again, this is a mountain climbing game, so the mountain is not a mountain, it's a feeling, it's an experience, it's a memory. So that all that good business is going to be in there. Who knows what it's about?
Nice.
But love that the mountain as a metaphor. Gonna eat that shit up. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to it. And there was one thing. So I did an email interview with the game bakers for Games Radar. And there's one thing that they said that I cannot get in my mind. So I asked them a lot about the sound design because it's the same person who did the sound design for Control and for Cocoon. So you fucking know the sound design is gonna hit, especially if like everything, all the information you're receiving is through audio. Like they needed someone amazing. So they've got this really cool sound designer in, but they also, and this is how they described it to me, they've created this kind of system called Mountain Presence. It's supposed to give you the feeling and vibe of the mountain through audio, through visual, through weather. Like you're supposed to feel the presence and like the looming mountain. And I just think that's like, what the fuck are we talking? That's wild. Like, what do you mean, game bakers? What do you mean? And like,
that's some Hideo Kojima shit, right?
I felt it in the demo. Like, it is quite intimidating, but I think like, I can't wait to feel that. And I just think this game is going to be a very visceral experience. Like, I hope I'm good at it. The demo was okay, but it's going to be a long climb. I feel like that this game is purposeful, more than Juson and more than... What other climbing games have there been? I think there's another one I'm missing.
Celeste is
Celeste is one.
But I know what you mean. I'm not going to say Peak because I know that we're goofing. But
Juson was very like, you have to be careful and considerate about where you're placing your hands and feet and aware of the weather. This is like that, but like times 10. Like, they're definitely going for more realism, but with this really amazing, like, kind of comic book style art. I can't quite explain it. It's like, it's not realism.
It's like a little bit cel-shaded, isn't it? But it's like,
yes.
It's like, yeah.
But yeah, Cairn. Don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Cairn. So I'm looking forward to Cairn.
This,
nice.
I mean, you fucking love climbing a mountain, mate.
I fucking do.
Like, Juson was in your top 5 games of that year. Peak was in your game of last year. Like, if you can climb a mountain, you're like, hell yeah. Let's me scramble up that bad boy immediately, yeah.
Yes.
I love that this is a genre. This is like a locked-in genre at this point, I feel.
Definitely these days, yeah.
And that's so interesting. But I kind of love what you're saying about the fact that it's all games where the mountain is a metaphor, and then Peak where we're just yeeting each other off of cliffs.
Yeah.
So, you know, I love that. I really love that. You know what? When it's like diversified slightly, you know that it's like a legit genre.
That's a really good way of putting it, yeah.
100%.
Game bakers, I'm with you. I know Rebecca liked Haven. I also didn't.
I didn't finish it.
I dislike it, but
I enjoyed 5 hours and then never went back to it. So, like, you know, take that.
Yeah,
how you
fair.
will.
But Fury, I like genuinely think the ending of Fury, when the reveal of what that game is actually about hits, it's one of the best endings to a video game I've ever played.
Really?
Like, I listen to that soundtrack all the time. Yeah, there's a track in that game called The Toxic Avenger, and it's at a point in that game where it's just like this one, because it's all about bosses, right? It's all boss fights back to back. It's like a boss rush game.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And there's the Toxic Avenger is a boss in that game where it sort of reveals what is happening, and that boss is basically like begging you to like not continue the game, and it's just like a hit, and the music kicks in. It's like this thumping, like incredibly like energetic track, and then it plays the same track at the end as well when you sort of like realize what the game is. And Fury fucking slaps. Not enough people talk about Fury.
No.
And I played the worst version of that game on the original Switch that ran at about 8 frames a second.
Oh, God.
And I still was like, hell yeah, this game is incredible. Like, I should talk about Fury more. Fury's the best.
Clearly.
I had literally no idea that I didn't really know much about Fury. That sounds amazing.
It does sound
It's
very
brilliant.
cool.
I haven't played it for nearly 10 years, which is kind of scary, but great fucking game. So they have the chops, is what I'm saying.
Yes,
like,
yes.
I feel like Cairn can hit. Yeah,
that's what I'm feeling as well. From you saying that, and like from what they were doing in Haven, like they are trying things. They're trying interesting things.
Yeah,
like I'm excited about that.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would rather.
Absolutely.
I mean, like the thing about Haven, as I say, it's literally a game that 5 years ago I put the controller down thinking, I'm going to pick this up again, and it's 5 years later and I still haven't. It's that kind of game, but I really appreciate what they're doing in terms of experimenting with the format and the formula, and like the stories they tell with it are so great. And like, even if I don't think that always gels into like the perfect, the perfect recipe for a game, even if I feel like, it just didn't quite have, but it's still, I would so much rather see people doing that still.
Hell yeah.
Than,
absolutely.
It's because like, if you just keep being creative and, it's creative and interesting, and eventually you will nail it if you just keep going with the good weird shit.
Yeah. Yes.
I like that. Should be on a t-shirt.
Just that whole paragraph on a t-shirt.
That should be our Indie Venture merch.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Right, back to the beginning, is it then? You, Liam?
Is it me?
I believe so.
This is my most dubious choice because I think it's sort of indie adjacent, but we're just going to roll with it. It's fine. It's not like anyone in the Discord argues about this shit all the time. So this complimentary. Love you. So my next game is Orbitals, which is by Shape Farm. This is out this year and it's a Switch 2 exclusive. And I'm going to encourage everyone who hasn't seen this game, including you two, to watch a video of it immediately.
Okay. I'm doing
because
it right
once
now.
you see it in motion, you'll understand why I'm like so excited for this. So the most obvious and noticeable thing about this game is it's styled like 90s anime, but in a way that the visuals are like fuzzy and hazy, almost like it's on like a VHS. So the characters move in like slightly lower frame rates than the rest of the game.
Yes.
And it's all like these beautiful pastel colours. But the really exciting thing about this game is it's sort of one of the first post It Takes Two indie games where it's a co-op only game that's all about varied set pieces, but with this really distinct 90s anime style. And I'm just so fucking up for more games like this because as much as I do think Split Fiction was the worst written game of last year, and Joseph Fares, I will send you my home address, fight me. It still was one of my favourites of the year. Like, and just playing it with Yoli was one of the best gaming things I did last year. And I just think it's just more of that, but with this unique visual style. You see them, with guns and flying through space, and I just think it looks great. And I'm just really up for like, I really hope like there's more like this coming out in the future.
I 100% agree. I just want to say I'm immediately really angry about this because that's the second game this year that I'm like, do I need to go get a fucking Switch 2?
What was the first?
The first was Pokemon Pokopia. Don't judge me. I love that sort of formula and I like Pokemon. But yeah, this is
I'm excited for that too.
This is locking it in, and I'm like, I'm buying a house, man. You can't keep selling the Switch 2 to me this hard. Stop it. But no, this looks amazing. I love this blue demon character so much already. I love these characters, aren't they? And I love couch co-op, as we know. Friend of the podcast, Mick and I love couch co-op, so very down.
Yeah, this looks so cute. Oh, it's giving like really old Dragon Ball. Or
the Pokemon anime from like the late 90s Pokemon anime episodes were animated like that as well. So to bring it all back.
Oh, it's so cute. I would watch an anime about this. And it's also giving like as a like in anime at the moment, like there's this constant fight between them using like 3D and it looking like really shit or really good. And this looks like if it was really good and it looks really awesome. Oh, this is great. I had no idea about this one either.
I love that art style's really coming back because there was the second Sucker for Love game a couple of years ago also leaned really hard into the very similar. The very distinctive 90s anime art style.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all about, I think I've played a few games like this over the years, which I couldn't even tell you the names of them, where they are all style over substance. Like actually playing them was a bit like, ooh, yeah, you put all of your effort into making it look authentic. So I have like a little bit of a worry, like, ooh, what will this actually be like when it comes out? But it's been picked up by Kepler, who were the ones who picked up Clair Obscur last year, and they've also picked up like Sifu and Rematch, and I just
that's
sort
all
of
very
and
promising.
they did Pacific Drive as well.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
so I feel like they're picking up certain games at the moment, and I don't know, I kind of like, I trust like whoever is like signing these games at Kepler seems to like have an eye for a certain type of thing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. Hopefully this year. It's just got a vague 2026 release date, but yeah, I'm well up for just more like this.
Yeah. Ooh. Who next? You, Rebecca.
Crap, it's me, but I'm still taking the notes from the last section. This is what's in my brain the whole time. I'm back in the room. Hello.
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 So
Hello?
yeah, the next.
Hello.
Hello.
Where was this energy when I was freaking out about dead air 10 seconds ago?
I'm going to keep all that dead air in as well. I'm just going to keep it out. I'll just keep it in.
When we recorded that Game of the Year episode, I feel like, I don't know about you two, but I was like so tired and burned out from the year when we did that episode. I loved recording it, but I feel like my energy now is like so different from that one. And when I was editing it, I was like, oh, there's a lot of us just sort of like being silent after talking in this one. I had to cut out a lot of us just sort of like...
Someone else start, because I can't. No, absolutely.
Like just the three of us are like, anyone got any quips? No? All right. Who's next?
Any bits? Any other bits you want to bring up?
Bitless.
We are bitless.
Bitless behaviour.
You are bitless.
Just writing the entire Kepler catalogue into the show notes, guys. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm back. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Please cut out some of these hellos. This is not a good bit.
What are you referencing when you guys say hello? I'm referencing that vine of the
Vine of the woman who gets the water poured over her face.
I'm not
Of course.
anything except a joke that developed in my family over Christmas, which is that we realised that like we have a tendency whenever we walk into a room to say hello to everyone in there, even though we have like been out of the room for 3 seconds. We'll say hello, like reintroduce ourselves when we come back in.
I was referencing that too.
Just when I'm in your house over Christmas.
My dad always does this thing when we leave a room. He says good night, and I was like, oh, it's not going to bed yet, Dad.
Oh, that's such a dad thing. That is huge
such a dad thing.
energy to that. I love that. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Indie games.
Oh yeah.
Shit. What's going on? Anyway, yeah. Okay. The game I want to talk about next is Mixtape. Let's just rip that bandage off. I want to talk about Mixtape. Everybody shut up.
Sorry. Mixtape.
I think we might actually be close to annoying Rebecca. It's probably the first time ever where we're like...
You're not, but the thing is,
we're
if I act
stimming
annoyed...
too close to the sun.
If I act annoyed now, then we get back on track. And it's like,
okay.
I'm not really
apologies.
annoyed. I'm not really annoyed, but if I act
Can
annoyed...
I say it one more time? I feel like I need to say it one more time.
Yeah, go on.
Hello? Okay, please tell me about this.
That was such a sweat, like a short one. Like, you gotta commit.
Hello. Yeah. I'm just bringing out all of the lessons learned from my friend who's a primary school teacher. Just be like,
I just got all this energy and I don't know where to put it.
I know, same. I'm really hyper.
I am as well. Oh my god.
But I want to hear you talk about this game because it's the most Rebecca coded game I think that's coming out.
Right, okay.
So pop off.
The question that I want to start with here is 10 years on, is Life is Strange like its own subgenre now? Because if it is, Mixtape is definitely that.
Yeah.
Right?
Didn't the new Life is Strange game get announced for this year? So is this just going to be a better Life is Strange?
Here's the thing.
Again, 2 years running or whatever.
That's apparently the announcement's going to be on the 20th because it's been leaked, but apparently they're officially announcing it. So by the time this episode is out, it should already have been announced if it's real, which it increasingly looking like it is.
Yes.
My initial thoughts are already on the blog. I'm sure I'm going to have more takes for you throughout the year. But the main thing is, I feel like after Life is Strange, we had Lost Records, Bloom and Rage last year, which we all played and enjoyed. And this is the first one that's not really that I've observed that is so very Life is Strange coded, although it has other things to it as well. I feel like it's drawing a lot on like Road 96 and Gone Home, and there's like a lot of other sort of like teen drama nostalgia games out there that are doing a similar thing. But it feels like all of those have like coalesced into this game. It's the second game by Beethoven Dinosaur, who made Artful Escape a few years ago. Annapurna are publishing, which is like, for me, that's a pretty much like, that's the stamp, that's the guarantee. Annapurna always put out the stuff that I really enjoy. And yeah, again, it feels like light on details. It was announced at Summer Games Fest in 2024, and we've not seen too much more since, but it does seem as though this is its year. What I would love for this would be like a summer release, and then the new Life is Strange in autumn again, I think would be where this game would hopefully shine. In terms of not getting it buried underneath the sort of like continuation of the Clear Inspiration franchise and whatever. From what we've seen, it's three friends in the 1990s about to finish high school, making a rad mixtape and having feelings and doing skateboard flips. And I think this is potentially doing down my own ability to describe this adequately in verbal format, but watching the trailer, I think, is the best way to get into the headspace for this one, just because it's, for one thing, it's all... I hate to say of the era about the decade I was literally born in, but it is all music that is very much of the era. They've got a lot of licensed songs in this to make up what would be like these people's actual mixtape of their favorite songs when they're teenagers. That alone is so impressive. Just the detail that's gone into the music and the way that it really like fits the moment and the vibes of the game. I don't really know what happens it almost feels like they're keeping it quite under wraps what does happen in the substance of the story, almost like, is it just going to be gentle exploration and feelings and conversations, or is some really weird shit going to go down, as would be par for the course in Life is Strange? They've really not gone into too much detail about that. What they have shown is like some what seem to be imagination sections of like the music kind of causing people to like fly around and do like all these cool mid-air flips and things. And like, honestly, though, with this, like, I love Life is Strange. I love what it's doing, and I love the things that it's inspiring. And if it is, pretty much just 10 hours of people having feelings and listening to cool music, and there's no big mystery, then I'm still down. If it's some off-the-wall X-Files shit, I'm also down. So
win-win for you.
The impression I get is that it's more like a coming of age, like
I feel like
which I'm like super fucking down for.
The Gone Home comparison keeps coming up for me as well, and like the sort of because Annapurna did obviously What Remains of Edith Finch, which is it's kind of got that very similar. A lot of those characters were teens, although that was like a more multi-generational family thing. But it's got that emotional drama with a veneer of like weirdness. For sure. So
can I just read out the music that they've licensed for this, because it's so my fucking shit. Yes. They've got Devo, Roxy Music, Lush, The Smashing Pumpkins, Iggy Pop, Susie and the Banshees, Joy Division, and The Cure. Like, the music in this game is just like my shit. I can't fucking wait for this, to be honest.
I'm kind of on the fence. I want to know this hook. If there's no hook, because it's giving... I feel like this is the type of game that it's giving Goodbye Volcano High, which I'll really enjoy it, but I will forget about it 2 months after I've finished playing it. And
Goodbye Volcano High is another great comparison, actually, yeah.
And I love what it's going for, and I love, Artful Escape. I really enjoyed it. I really liked all the imagery, so it looks like they're going for that. I hope there's a hook. Like, it's cool if it's just like good vibes, hanging out, kissing girls, all that shit. I do hope there's something else, either in its story or nothing big, but I
know what you mean. I do feel like there must be something, because it almost feels like the trailer talks around something.
Right? Yeah. I think this would be a good 4-hour game. That's what the vibe I'm getting from it so far.
No, I completely agree.
Absolutely.
I want it to be something more. But
4 or 5 hours if there's no hook, 10 hours if there is a hook, and then that's like the sweet spot.
Yeah. But yeah, this looks like a nice weekend game.
I had the exact same thought when I was trying to like write a little script for myself earlier. I was like, the perfect launch for this would be like July or August during a heat wave.
During
and you
the
just
summer,
just want to like all the doors and windows open, curtains closed, shut up in the house for the weekend, play it in like 2 sittings.
Yeah. And Annapurna love their emotional games, or they love the games from a point of view. So I would be surprised if this was just vibes alone.
There's got to be some substance. I mean, I feel like it's already alluded to like some emotional core to the relationship between the 3 protagonists. Like, there's something there. I just don't know if it's going to go like, as I say, full sci-fi or just kind of like magical realism.
See, I sort of want it to be about nothing. I love that shit.
I get that too. I'm so torn.
Yeah.
You know what? I need to step back and just be like, I trust you guys. Like, show me what you got.
I totally agree with what you're saying, but
if it's more, it will. I think it will stand out. If it's just vibes, I think it will.
Hit harder.
It will. If it's vibes,
totally
it will
fair.
just disintegrate into the background. Like a lot of I love a coming of age game, but they don't.
Oh yeah.
They don't really stick around for
no,
that long.
it's a really good point about Goodbye Volcano High.
I
A
know.
game I liked and never think about.
Same, absolute same. You know, it was
So
on
good.
my list. It was on my list of like points of reference for this, and then I forgot it when I was doing the list just now, which is like, there's
a lot of them.
because it's a beautiful game, but at the same time, it is it's like it has to be either Life is Strange, which kind of codified it, or it has to do something so. I mean, it's almost the same with Lost Records in a way. It's like that almost felt like it didn't stick around as long as you'd expect, forgiven what it was.
It dropped out of my mind quite fast.
Yeah.
As much as, again, I like that
really?
game.
Yeah,
but
same. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think about it
it's-
quite a lot. I did like Lost Records.
Oh.
I'm so
I
excited
liked
for
it
the
too.
next one.
The thing is, I feel like I would have loved another 2 episodes of Lost Records this year, but since we're not going to get that, Mixtape is kind of scratching that very same itch.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd be up for more
It's-
Lost Records, to be fair. I would play more of that.
Oh, 100%.
This just could be like a 4-hour music video. That's what it's giving. Complimentary.
Yeah, 100%.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We will indeed.
Rachel,
Or I hope
what's
we will.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
What's your next one, Rachel?
The Mermaid Mask, please.
Yes,
SFP, please. Take your time, love you, babes. But also, I really want to play this fucking game this year.
Yeah, me too.
You played Tangle Tower last year, right, Liam? Or was it the year before you played it?
Hell yeah, last year.
You played it
I
last
loved
year.
that game.
So you are also on the Tangle Tower Mermaid Mask train, the Grimoire train. I think this is another one I brought up at the beginning of last year, as in like, this is one of my most anticipated games of 2025. They delayed it. All good. All like fine. But also, I need this game. I need this game so bad. This is the Mermaid Mask. This is the 3rd game in the Grimoire series, where you play as lovable goofball Detective Grimoire and his very blunt, I'll put it, sidekick Sally, who is an absolute character and a queen, and she's iconic in every single way. The last game saw them in Tangle Tower, and it's hands down, in my opinion, probably one of the most fun, campy, rompy, a few little jump scares, puzzle games, detective games. It's just such a little gem. This one looks exactly the same. The last one, Grimoire and Sally dealt with the fact that a painting had killed its painter, which is so fucking cool. In this one, they're dealing with a locked room mystery on a submarine where something has come out of a legendary cauldron and has killed the person who opened it. Very Pandora's box, very like, ooh, what's happening here? There are a bunch of things in this game that, you know, apart from the fact that it's a Grimoire game that is just so my shit. 1, big machine, submarine, looks incredible. Fucking love it. 2, pirate lore, maritime folklore. There's something going on here with monsters and cryptids. There's I played the demo. Demo is really nice, a very nice slice of what's to come. There's Grimoire and Sally talk about like cryptids and folklore and pirate tales, and the person who is dead, Magnus Mortuga, is said to be a pirate captain who has come back from the dead. There's lots of like, Pirates of the Caribbean pirate folklore bullshit like that. I just fucking eat. I just love that shit so much. And I just know that this is going to be a very well-made game. The animation in the last game was amazing. The voice acting, everything is voice acted, is amazing. Music, incredible. I just know that this is going to be a very well-made, very fun game. I'm going to have an amazing, again, this is like a weekend game. This can't be more than 6 hours.
100%.
I'm going to have, I'm going to sit down on a Saturday, play it all day, maybe into the Sunday, because I want to take my time. And it's just, I know this is going to be a great game. I just can't wait for it to come out. And yeah, SBF has absolutely been knocking it out. I mean, Crow Country loved that, but come on, team. Let's get back on the Grimoire train. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it. I think with the Grimoire games, they have a really good balance of overarching story, but also really Professor Layton puzzles. Each puzzle is different. Normally it kind of ties to the story in some way, whether it be very tenuous or just, it's not like Layton where he's like, Luke, I've got a puzzle, there's a lamppost, and you just solve a random puzzle. A lot of the time it's kind of embedded in the story a bit more, which I appreciate. Yeah, I just cannot wait for this game. I just know I'm gonna have a good time. So
unexpected read on Layton, but yeah, no, I get what
I love Layton. Jesus Christ, doesn't the man be like, are you having a sandwich for lunch, Luke? This reminds me of a puzzle, and you have to arrange sandwiches in a certain order. And then
we've not got into this yet, but I recently finished playing the Ace Attorney Professor Layton crossover, so Rachel and I have got quite an enthusiastic DM chain going about that.
Nice. I didn't realise you finished it. That's fun.
Yeah, I finished it just before Christmas, and yeah, I was not expecting that particular read on Layton, but you know what, I approve. He's just that man. Sometimes it's we'll solve a button. I'm like, Layton, now is not the time, to be honest with you.
Layton! You know what game I would have put in my top 3? World of Steam. Mm-hmm. World of Steam. That was my number 1, but this is an indie podcast, so can't be saying that.
A year ago, I would have been like, I don't know whether that game is going to be any good. But then, after, honestly, Fantasy Life, I think level 5 are, back.
Right.
Other than their CEO being I'm going to use AI for everything. That can get absolutely fucked, and we'll just, try, and hopefully that's just them trying to get investment.
Can all the CEOs just give it a rest? Because you know what happens.
I didn't think
what
that.
happened. Come on.
No, my boy! Luke, just this AI abomination of just a young British teenager.
Not Luke.
He's
Imagine
the
all of
pig.
the endless. The thing, Layton is a bit oh, Luke, have I ever told you about my puzzle with the 12 merry prancing men? It's not now, mate. You are totally right. There's a lot of that in it. A lot of prancing merry men.
But at the same
time, I love him, but
it's a good
time
point.
and place.
AI could not, it is nonsense, but it is so delicately structured nonsense. AI is not coming for Layton. That can't happen.
No. AI could never make a who cares? Yeah, I agree. Can't even say it again. I fucking loved Tangle Tower. I loved Crow Country. I think SFB make games that are perfectly scaled, which seems to be my thing now, is I just want to play games that are scaled well, for the team size.
Yeah.
And oh god, fucking Tangle Tower is so good. I can't wait for this. Now, please. And then make Crow Country 2 and just keep making Grimoire and Crow Country games.
Yeah, and then just keep this series going of Grimoire games, and then what's our queen called from Crow Country? What's her name?
Couldn't tell you.
What's her name? It's basically Sally. They are the same character.
It is basically
her and Sally.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, God, I can't wait for this game to
Mara?
come out.
Are you thinking Mara?
Oh, it's something like
bell.
that. Yeah, that it could very well be that. It's something
Could be Mara.
it's like a non-name. It's like a
yeah.
It's like one of those non-names.
Apologies to the Maras in the audience.
Yeah, sorry, Mara.
Yeah, sorry. But it's very.
I think it's a very pretty
non-name.
For what it's worth.
But you know what I mean? It's like a very when you have a horror protagonist who's a woman, and she has just a non-name. It's giving that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is though.
It's not Jill Valentine or Claire Redfield. Yeah.
Don't want to know. Yeah. Mermaid Mask, incredible. Can't wait.
Nice.
Yep.
Give it me now.
Fucking Wait, mate. Give me
Wait,
that.
mate.
Give me
back to the beginning. You, babes.
I'm going to run through my honourable mentions before mentioning
Nice.
final game. Masters of Albion. That's the new Peter Molyneux game. That looks like dog shit, and I can't wait to try it. That's all I'm saying about that.
Amazing.
I think that game looks like total wank, but there's still a part of me that likes Bullfrog enough to give that a try.
Oh, I feel
love
that
for you.
Yeah.
The next is Find Your Words, which is by the people who did like Capybara Games, who did Grindstone.
Oh, right.
And this is based on the two main developers, their kids, when they were learning to communicate. They were really interested in how you communicate with people who might not be like as good at like being communicating verbally. So it's about this kid who I don't think has the capability of speaking. So you've got to like put like little cards together to like talk to people in this camp. And every time I think about this game, I feel like I'm going to cry, and I just can't wait to play it because it looks just like so like, oh, nice and wholesome. To completely do a gear shift, have you seen Raccoin, the 2p machine roguelike that comes out this year?
No, what are you talking about?
How are you spelling that? I need
Raccoin, Raccoin.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, this one, yes.
Yeah, I'm into that. I think that's great.
Penny Pusher, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So cute. Okay.
I feel like that might be a bit of a hit this year. And the final one in my honorable mentions is Denshattack, which is where you play a train and you can like kick flip a train, and it just looks fantastic. And I think that looks really exciting. Very me coded. But the one I want to talk about in more detail is inKONBINI, One Store, Many Stories.
This looks so good.
Doesn't it? Right. This is very me and you coded, Rebecca.
Yes.
This is by Nagai Industries. It's out April this year. So this is set in 90s Japan. You play as a college student who spends the summer running her auntie's small town convenience store. And I think it was the top rated comment on the YouTube trailer that just said, this is like if Supermarket Simulator had a soul.
Oh, that's so real though.
It is, right? So, I mean, all you do in this game, like, it's like Supermarket Simulator. You order products, you stack shelves, and you ring through customer purchases on the till. But the customers who come in this, like, little sleepy town, they all have their own little stories to tell. You get to know them as the game progresses.
Aww.
All of the products that you're putting on the shelves are all, like, authentically Japanese from the 90s. So they're all, like, certain types of, like, you know, coffee and bread and everything, and it just looks very authentic, like 7-Eleven. There's like a little gacha machine outside the shop, so you can like spend some money on gacha and get little figures, and it looks like you then put those figures like on the shelf behind you.
Cute.
And it just looks like a very chill period piece almost. And I love the idea of getting those like methodical, tactile sort of like work quote unquote mechanics from Supermarket Simulator, but like layering them into a nice like narrative driven experience. I guess it reminded me a little bit of like Lake. You remember that game from a few years ago where you were like making deliveries, but it was also a narrative
Love that.
game.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good one.
And as someone who's spent a lot of time on Supermarket Simulator and TCG Card Shop Simulator, and like I like those games, but they just wash over you so much, right? They're like power washing your brain kind of games.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of getting those. Like, imagine if Power Wash had like, I don't know, you were power washing individual houses and talking to the people. You know what I mean? Like, if there was just a bit more like to it. I don't know. Like, I don't want Power Wash to take us stray there, but you know what I mean? Like,
I know. Yeah.
I just think this looks really exciting. So
stray taken, fatal. Dead.
Yeah. I mean, I did literally just say that Masters of Albion looks like dog shit. I feel like I'm okay to say if I think something looks bad, but and I'm only saying that, by the way, because I kickstarted whatever their populist game was, a Goddess. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm allowed to be bitter about Peter Molyneux game. I love you, Peter Molyneux, but give me my money back for Goddess. Anyway, inKONBINI, One Store, Many Stories. Very excited for that.
Oh, I've definitely played the demo for this. I'm reminded. It looks so cute. And then I think you get regular customers as well, like people who come back in. And I'm pretty sure there's an old man. But the other thing about it is, you know, Chiller's Art. Rebecca, I know you know Chiller's Art.
Yes, I was thinking.
They've done so many horror games like inside a convenience store. It looks like that.
But it does. It has like it does have a I play too many horror games set in Japanese convenience stores. This is true. I also think that they've done a nice job of making it look non-threatening as much as possible, given that saying is so horror-coded in my mind. But yeah, I think it is lovely. Like, I am also, as we may recall, very, very fond of like the supermarket simulator like genre. I just, even the quite weird ones, I've just enjoyed seeing what people do with that concept and then watch people enjoy it. But it's really nice to see it come round to something a bit more like artistically substantial like this. I think that's...
Yes, that's a nice way of putting it.
Exciting. And yeah, this has been on my radar as well. I didn't realize it was out so soon, but I'm very excited now because yes, it does look great, and I'm sure that nothing's going to haunt or attack you.
No.
I hope not.
Sure.
That's two of my two games now where we're thinking that it might be a horror game. There
is a game coming out that's basically the same concept, but it is a horror game, and I can't remember what it's called. But the demo looked really good. It slipped my mind. I'll put it in the show notes if I remember.
Okay,
hang on.
Got that.
I'm going to kick myself that I can't remember it. But yeah, there was a demo out for you like are in the Arctic Circle running like a supply station.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like
oh, that sounds good.
It is running like a supermarket simulator, but also increasingly horror. And honestly, like I wasn't expecting too much from the concept, but the monster design was pretty sweet. Ooh, sorry, everyone. I will put it in the show notes, even though I can't remember the name of it right now. I promise. Shall I do my last little bit? Yeah. So this is where I want to get very excited for a minute and talk about life sims, because I do actually think, looking at the year ahead, 2026 might be the year that life sims come back. And I don't say that lightly, but it's like, if you look at it, there's like a lot going on in the AAA space, which I might actually touch on in Hyperfixations in just a little bit. But in terms of like indie life sims as well, obviously you got Paralives coming out into early access in May, hopefully. So I feel like that's one that we're probably going to tackle at the time. We've talked about it before. But there are a couple of indie life sims on the radar as well that I'm really excited about. One is Starsand Island, which I played the demo of and covered a bit of work just before Christmas. That is essentially, for good and bad, it is very anime 3D Stardew Valley. Well, not 3D, 2.5D Stardew Valley. So they say that it's like inspired by Studio Ghibli, and inspired by is like quite loose there, but I kind of like that they've got their own art style that they've developed out of being very inspired by Studio Ghibli. It looks like its own thing, but like I played it and it was like immediately I'm like loving the setting, I'm loving the characters and all of that, but also it's like the same 2 days in, like my task list that is not fully tracked in the game, I've got to keep it in my head, super stressful. So Starsand Island, yes, I'm excited, but also yes, I'm like, oh, I'm going to need a whole notebook.
Yeah,
just for this.
A new notebook. Yes, a new crisp notebook.
And like, it's really, I'm really struggling to pick between that and the game that I am going to talk a little bit more about actually, which is Moonlight Peaks. That was a really tough call to pick one of those to like focus this section on. But I do feel like when you say Starsand Island and you say Stardew Valley, but it's kind of like more over the shoulder camera in a 3D environment and anime, you kind of get it. Whereas with Moonlight Peaks, it's so much more complicated than that, you guys, because it's Stardew Valley, but everyone's a hot monster and like...
Sure, incredible.
Ding, ding, ding.
You guys.
Hello.
Just tell me next time.
Don't set me up.
No, that sounds like exactly like your kind of shit.
But yeah, this is kind of an interesting one as well, because the funny thing is when I was talking to you guys about Starsand Island, Rachel, I think you were getting confused because the company that's making that was called Seed Lab. They've renamed themselves to Seed Sparkle Lab, I think maybe because of this confusion. But Moonlight Peaks is you were confusing them with Xseed, who make Story of Seasons. Xseed is publishing Moonlight Peaks, but it is independently developed.
Oh my god!
So for some, like
lots of seeds.
This is how you know it's all happening in life sims right now, is like the Story of Seasons people are cooking, Animal Crossing Sims people, Paralives going on. Zoe's still there if you care. Like it's all...
Oh, yeah.
It's over there in the corner.
And some more I'm going to talk about in Hyperfixations. But yeah, it's like a really exciting year for life sims after a very, very long time of like not even the big hitters really doing anything with the genre. It's suddenly looking like a lot of people are going to shoot their shot in and like honestly... I'm looking at it thinking, I think the Stardew Valley likes have got a lot more to them than the Sims likes, honestly. I really feel like that's where...
Sure.
And it's very cool and gratifying to see that an indie game has had that much influence in a space in a way that like a AAA game kind of hasn't managed to... I don't think that's fair. I think Sims has had a big influence, but it hasn't managed to spawn a genre. It is the subgenre that it's in, basically. And it increasing... Although excited for Paralives, but it increasingly looks like maybe it's just going to be Sims is going to be Sims, and that's kind of it.
Sure.
But yeah, to see things like Moonlight Peaks just really having fun riffing on the concept. I mean, this isn't the first game to do Stardew Valley but spooky. You've got like a total conversion mod that turns the original into Baldur's Gate 3. You've got Brocula, which came out during the Indiepocalypse a couple of years ago, May 9th, never forget. But I don't know, there's something about this one, and it is the massive roster of hot monsters that you can marry.
We know what it is, Rebecca.
We know what it is.
Just say it out loud.
We know what it is. I'm honestly, having looked at it, I'm not sure about the farming aspect of it yet. Like, I could go either way on that, but look at all those hot monsters.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
incredible.
It's gonna be. If I just treat it like a dating sim, I'm still gonna have a pretty good time.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I have to water some blood orange trees or something to get my vampire fix before I go and date the hot monsters, then what's the worst that can happen, you know? But yeah, genuinely, it looks really fun. I find it really kind of amusing that Story of Seasons people seem to have just looked at it and gone, yeah, sure, we can have that under the umbrella of what we do with our thing, you know? And yeah.
I feel like, again, 2 years ago, the Story of Seasons people picking that up, I'd be a bit like, meh, like, Story of Seasons was in a bit of a weird place where they were just remaking older Story of Seasons games, and I played It's a Wonderful Life a few years ago, and I loved when that was still Harvest Moon, I thought it was great. But the chokehold that Grand Bazaar has on me at the moment, and I won't talk about this week, but I will at some point, like, they are cooking over there. They are like, they are really up in their game. So I'm very excited for this. But the problem is because Grand Bazaar has me in a chokehold and I can sort of see a 50-hour hole that I'm falling into. I don't know if I'll have any space in my heart this year for two
that
farming
is the
sims.
downside, right? Is that you kind of don't need that many of these games, and I don't know which of these I'm going to end up playing most of, but I do know that there's going to be something will emerge that is the winner. For me, personally, not necessarily for everyone. But
the battle commence, Robot War style.
Another
but with
interesting thing I just remembered is that just to prove the point, Starsand Island, which hasn't even released yet, it was going to be released in February. It's been pushed back a little bit, not sure when. That's already got a crossover with My Time at Porsche planned as part of its like.
Oh yeah.
So just to sort of like bring it all full circle and demonstrate that like that something is building in this genre this year, but also it's going to be overwhelming to try and keep up with all of the like new releases and follow-ups and major updates. I'm excited, but also terrified.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. Rachel, what is your final game?
Yes, I have some. What is it called?
Honourable mentions.
Honourable mentions, thank you. I have a few honourable mentions that I just plucked out of my Steam wishlist. The first of which is Dosa Divas from Outer Loop Games.
Oh,
this looks so fucking good. I'm really excited about it. I loved Thirsty Suitors, the one where you beat up your exes. This one has the same kind of charm and flair, but you're playing as two sisters who are trying to bring food back to their culture, and their third sister is running like a microwave food empire, and you got to defeat her, so that looks cool as fuck.
Amazing.
There's also Mandrake by Failbetter, known for their Fallen London series. They're making, speaking of farming sims, they're making a fantasy gardening sim, and I fucking love a gardening game, about you running around, tend to gardens. There's a bit of magic, there's a mystery.
Ooh.
That looks great, so up for that. I've not gone too along with Fallen London as a world, but I'm partial to it. I didn't like Mask of the Rose as much, but I did like Sunless Skies and Sunless Seas. Yep. I like Skies. I think Skies I really liked. So I'm hoping this one will have that vibe of kind of creepy and cute, but also love gardening. And then also Beware of the Cartographer, which I didn't know about until someone in the Thinky Discord brought it up. It's a puzzle game where you play as a cartographer who has to map out certain like kingdom lines on a map, or who owns what. And it's like an investigation point and click puzzle game. So you have to kind of like solve puzzles that have to do with like plotting people's land, and there's like story elements through it. Like there's people who are like secretly plotting, and there's like ethical dilemmas in terms of like who is like a king and who's a peasant, and they're having like a quibble, and you need to decide basically where the story can go depending on where you place your map markers. Like I think cartography and puzzle games is having a bit of a moment. There's Map to Map, which is another puzzle game which is coming out later this year, which is about you finding treasure. I played the demo, it was cute. You're using your cartography skills to kind of find treasure on different islands, and you have different tools you can use. It was a bit underbaked, but I really liked it, hoping that would develop into something else. This is the second game, and this one, the art style alone, just look at that Steam page. It looks like a Quentin Blake book. Like, it is gorgeous.
It's amazing.
And cartography as a puzzle mechanic, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So I am ready for Beware of the Cartographer. I think I literally only came across this last week when someone, in the Thinky Discord was like, look at this cool game. And I was like, my God, this looks so fucking unique and interesting. And a new kind of deduction game. But
amazing.
My final game is Penguin Colony by Origami Digital, who are known for Umarangi Generation. Generation, that's what it's called. And I think for me, when I played Umarangi Generation, I was like, whatever these people, I think it's one person, I can't quite remember, maybe there's a team, whatever they do next, I will play hands down. Because the kind of premise of this game, I probably wouldn't really go for it. It's an adaptation of Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness, which is, I mean, everyone in their flipping dog has seen an adaptation of Mountains of Madness at some point. But I think the way they're coming about it is you play as different penguins in the Arctic, and you're stumbling upon different parts of the story. And so, to be honest, from that alone, I'm like, okay, I kind of, that's a bit weird, it's a bit quirky, but because of Umarangi Generation, I know this is going to fucking slap, and I know this is going to give me nightmares and haunt me to my core. Because, I know we've seen H.P. Lovecraft stuff done a bunch of times, like, oh, it's spooky, it's scary, oh, there's the old one, ooh. But I just know that they'll approach it in a different way. And the fact that you're almost like not the people who kick the hornet's nest of this, whatever this being is, but you're kind of like a penguin experiencing parts of the story. I just think that's bizarre, a bit unnerving. You're kind of a bit separated from the events of what's gonna transpire. And I'm purely going off the trailer, which looks kind of batshit, and the fact that I liked Umarangi Generation so much. They are just the massive Evangelion beings in that game. I feel like it's going to be channeled into this game. I feel like whatever lies below the frozen wastes is going to be cool. And I can't wait to see their version of that. So I'm literally only going off this game because I loved the previous game so much, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. It could be absolutely wild and just like, I don't know, penguins. Okay, cute.
I mean, I love the penguin angle.
Yeah, right. I think you play this game multiple times with different penguins because they have different abilities.
Oh my goodness! It's like
it's something like that.
So it's Song of Horror but with penguins. That's incredible.
I guess each penguin has like. The example they give is like if you play as a baby penguin, you can squeeze in different areas of the map.
Oh, nice.
Fun. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. And penguins. And I mean unspeakable horrors. So let's go.
Like, I don't think I've consumed a lot of Lovecraftian and Lovecraft adjacent fiction, and I don't think I've ever seen it done from like a bystander animal's point of view. That was such an original concept.
Right? Like what? I'm so it's iconic, but I'm also a bit like, okay, I honestly have no idea how it's gonna go.
I
it intrigues me.
I have faith. I see those penguins, they're waddling around the Arctic being like, what happens? Okay, seriously, what happens when like the mind-melting monster comes up against the pure innocence of a penguin? I just want to know.
Well, I wonder if that's what the game will.
Yeah, right.
Umurangi had so much depth in terms of its themes and what it was a big metaphor for lots of different things. And I'm curious as to what this one will also be about. The fact you're playing as, like you say, this innocent creature.
Yeah.
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 Also, this kind of, again, colonial undertones is a group of people who are exploring a land that isn't theirs, and they come across something that they don't understand. And, Umurangi was a comment upon that. And this maybe might go in that direction. So, but honestly, pop off. Okay, I'm sat. But this is the one out of my 3 with a question mark.
Yes,
but I have faith.
Yes.
So let's go. Let's go.
Indeed.
Was Umurangi like a 2020 game, but didn't it come out like just before COVID hit?
Yes.
I feel like it's a very COVID-coded game.
Yeah, so it came out 2020, May 2020.
Oh,
so
right, that makes sense.
It's a COVID-coded game. Well, I mean, it's very much about a generation who feel very displaced, and they don't care for the old generation's decisions in terms of how they're dealing with a world threat. So speak to that as you will.
It was one of those weird games like Last of Us.
Yes.
It's like Last of Us Part 2, right? Where it sort of came out in COVID, but wasn't made with any knowledge of COVID, yet it sort of like has a lot to say about that.
So many games from that era did genuinely have like a weird, like I remember the second Dark Pictures game came out in like lockdown, and I remember thinking like a lot of this reads like it's about lockdown, but it literally can't be because there's the development cycle doesn't make sense. But very, very interesting. Can I give a small update before we move on? Speaking of horror,
speaking of COVID.
Thankfully not. Speaking of horror in the Arctic from an unusual perspective, I found the name of that game. It's Hellmart.
Nice.
So,
Hellmart.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
There was what was that horror game? Oh, go on then.
No, go on.
I was going to say, there's that horror game, Night of the Consumer. Have you heard of that one? Oh,
yes. Yeah, I know that one.
God, I played that on itch a while ago, and that was fucking horrific. If you want to know what an accurate experience of retail work is,
right?
Night of the Consumers is where it's at.
Is that the one where it's not even like thematically a horror game? It's just framed like one.
Yes.
It's like they're just awful people, but it's all framed like a horror game. It's so genius.
That's very funny. Rebecca, I'm never playing Hellmart.
Wait, what? Let me have a look.
Rank.
Oh God!
Night of the Consumers looks good though.
Ew!
Yeah, the monster is fucking horrible, but honestly, I respect it.
Every screenshot on that game page is
fucking
horrific.
disgusting.
Oh, and it's got like the smiling people. I forgot about the smiling people.
Yeah, and he has his belly button out. Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was going to say about are you looking at the one of the man against the fridges?
Yes.
Yeah, not into that. You were talking before about how Paralives looks like it's just going to be another Sims. And it's not like doing anything massively different. I mean, Hytale came out this week, and that is just Minecraft again. And that's had like 3 million purchases already. So I sort of feel like people sometimes just have an appetite for like... we can get into the fact that Hytale... Yeah, Hytale is a new indie game based on an indie game that became really big budget. So they split off from the big budget AAA thing into another indie project to try and keep that indie spirit. But also then Hytale was bought by Riot, and then they kind of floundered in development hell, and then Riot cancelled the game, and now they've got indie again. Jesus. And it's just Minecraft.
I mean, I wish Paralives all the best, and if they do become like an overnight success and a major competitor to Sims, I would love to see it. I just don't think that is going to happen in the same way. But, I would love to be surprised by that. But I think that it's just the vibes around Life Sims are, I mean, like Minecraft has like a vibe, right? And I think it was just the time for people to go and find the next Minecraft maybe had come around.
Yeah.
But like Life Sims are in a weird place, and I'm going to stick with my assessment that I think Stardew Valley likes are the future rather than Sims likes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right. Oh my God. We're done.
We're done.
9 games and a bunch of little ones.
Freaking out and checking my timer because I'm like, have I stopped recording? Because we have got through this in
We're coming in hot. I like it.
This games list document has like 100 mentioned games on it, and we have done it in a tight 90 minutes. So
woo! Oh, brill. Like I said before, if you have any games you're looking forward to, Discord, tell us, please. I want to know what you're looking forward to. And if you're looking forward to any games that we've mentioned.
Sorry. I just spoke right over you there. I just completely stepped on you. Sorry. Fucking hell. I was going to say, which of the games we've mentioned today do you think is the one that's going to be like at the end of the year? It's on a bunch of Game of the Year lists, if any.
That's a good question. Mixtape feels like award bait, but so much that it probably won't make it.
Probably Cairn.
Yeah.
Cairn's a good shout.
I think Cairn.
What if it's inKONBINI? I could see it being inKONBINI just because it's like a bit of a left field choice. Like I say, it's the artistic evolution of a genre that's kind of been emerging.
I think that might pop off with streamers and stuff, but not critics.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think Cairn will be for critics. The mountain as a metaphor. Well. We can't resist.
100%.
We must climb.
Yeah.
Subtext. The subtext. I think it might be Cairn. But I think inKONBINI would be I think it would be like a creator's choice. I think creators will really
it's just,
like that.
I'm trying to think about the trends of the last few years, and like the fact that we looked at games like Blueprints and we're like, oh, this is a cute thing that Rachel and I will enjoy, and then it ended up being like on a lot of very serious Game of the Year lists. And I'm like, what's unexpected? What is unexpected from this list?
Yeah.
Good list though. Let's go.
I know. I'm excited.
Very good list. Yeah, I'm excited too.
But you know what I love about it? It feels kind of manageable. Like, I don't feel overwhelmed by the number of things that are coming up, and I hope it stays that way, to be honest.
Well,
so,
have you considered that our favourite Game of the Year is probably going to be something we don't even know about yet?
I know,
is so
right?
often the case, right?
Well, I mean, it's probably, for me, it's usually something that I am vaguely aware of by this point, but haven't really dug into, and doesn't have a release date yet, because literally, of all the games that are on my watch list, like so few have release dates for this year. I don't know if that's a trend that you guys have noticed as well, but not a lot of firm release dates so far.
Yeah, I'm with Rebecca.
For anything
I think
AAA or indie.
If there was a big, quote unquote, big indie, I think we would have known about it by now. But there's always a chance that something could come out.
Yeah,
but
I mean, none of us have mentioned ReAnimal, which is one that people are quite excited for early doors.
Oh, yeah.
I have like no interest in that whatsoever, but that's by the Little Nightmares people, right? Oh, like the original Little Nightmares people.
I will watch 4 different YouTubers play through it and be done with it.
Yep. Yeah. It's just that to me feels like the first sort of indie that a lot of people are paying attention to this year. So...
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe.
I think
I
will watch people play that, but I don't know. Maybe I did really like Little Nightmares. I did not play 3 though.
I've not heard great things about 3, which pains me because it's super massive, and like the vibe is great. And I do think that from what I've heard about it, they probably did follow the instructions as left to them by the creators. But
they
still,
read the Holy Tome.
I almost feel like somehow they were just given that and been like, you finish it, because I lost faith in this idea. But like ReAnimal looks cool. ReAnimal looks cool. And like with all things with Supermassive and licensing, I'm like, guys, what happened? Are you guys okay? Like,
who shit the bed this time?
Right.
Come on.
Right, because it's a good studio. They make good games, and they're like, but
hold on.
But yeah, it's a bit. But I mean, it does, like, when I watched. So I didn't play it, but I've watched a few streams of the ReAnimal demo, and I'm like, so this is Little Nightmares 3.5 basically. So
it really is,
but without the baggage of having to finish the lore, and maybe that's what's like freed them. So
yeah, it's just creepy shit for creepy shit's sake, instead of it being like.
I mean, it's pretty creepy, man. But yeah, other than that, I haven't seen a lot of like indies with big buzz around them so far.
No, same.
No.
Yeah.
We shall see. Right, okay. Now, we finished our most anticipated games, and it is time for our first 2026 hyperfixation.
Ooh, yeah.
Who wants to go first? I can go first. Mine is The Traitors. I fucking love The Traitors.
Yep.
It's The Traitors season 4 of the UK. I've not watched the US one yet, but I would like to see it. I'm enjoying it. It is fine. There's good drama. There's good twists. It's good. I like all the chat with my friends about it, and it's good. I'm enjoying it. There it is.
Nice.
I knew this was going to be yours. I'm a little bit behind. What I will say is the Geordie lad, he makes me laugh. He made me laugh when one of the other contestants was openly weeping in front of him because of how stressed he was from what happened at a round table, and he just went, well, it's good that we all know it's just a game, isn't it? That's just Yolly and I have just been quoting that loads.
It is a very quotable season. Like, me and Henry have been quoting stuff. There's a quote from the most recent episode, which obviously I won't scream at you right now if I want you to see it first. But yeah, Traitors is fine. But speaking to friends and family and being part of the conversation is what makes it a really good show. Like the in-jokes.
It's a good social show.
And now, like, we're getting to the point with Traitors where, like, kind of what you did with the podcast earlier, is like, there's like, my sister was like, she was like, oh, it's very classic Traitors. Like, it's very, and I was like, excuse me? So we're like, we're in that point now where we've had like, she said, oh, they're playing the traitor like, a traditional traitor, like they're traditional, quote unquote. And I was like, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. And coming back off the Celebrity UK one, which I really enjoyed, this one is fine. I'm having a good time. I love the drama. I'm there for chaos and mayhem. I don't understand when people watch the show and they get really aggy and pressed about it. I'm just like, we're just having a good time here. Lads, come on. Come on, everyone. But yeah, I like how much of a phenomenon it is. And I like talking to everyone about it and everyone being like, having vastly different opinions as well. And everyone being like, this is what I would do. And I was like, no, you would get in there and you'd shit the bed like the rest of us. And I fucking love that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Traitors,
it's very
shit.
Good.
It's
great. I can go. Mine is, so over Christmas, I played a lot of games, but the one I played the most of was my beloved House Flipper 2, a game I play every Christmas. It had some lovely Christmas content added. Ooh. I like dipping back into it every December, and there's always like a bunch of things to do. But in the Steam sale, I picked up the first piece of paid DLC, which is a Scooby-Doo tie-in, which I was really I was a bit cautious of because there's not many reviews, and I was a bit like, I know that like the tie-in content for Power Wash was always sort of met with a bit of like a lukewarm reception. I feel like a lot of people were sort of like, oh, this doesn't quite work or whatever. But in all fairness to the devs, they really like took the source material, and instead of being like, oh, we're just gonna like really make it like Scooby-Doo themed, they're like, no, we're just gonna like fold it into sort of like this world that we already have. So you're basically, the idea is that you're given a handful of houses and properties to renovate, but the Scooby-Doo gang are like in the little, like, I think it's called Pinnagrove Cove or something, where the game takes place. And the idea is that the gang come because there's a mystery going on, and you're sort of like tidying up these locations where this like lobster-like creature has been like causing havoc.
Oh, that's really good though.
So there's like green goo everywhere, but there's like a little bit of like a mystery element to it. So it folds in like a little bit of like the mystery side of Scooby-Doo, where you can find out like some more information. And if you find all of it, then at the end, like Daphne will reveal who actually was the culprit behind the whole story the whole time. And there's like Scooby snacks everywhere, but it is like largely still just more House Flipper, but with like a slightly more spooky tone. And I just like really loved it. I thought it was a really classy tie-in piece of DLC, to the point where I'd be quite keen for them to do other bits. And it ends on this one level where you renovate a really large house with a bunch of hidden rooms and secret passageways. And you turn it into a Scooby-Doo museum.
Love that. Doesn't that tie in with the movies? Oh no, in the movies someone rented out their mansion to have a Scooby-Doo expedition in the live action one, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
My mistake.
Yeah, please, let the record show that for the Matthew Iliad Scooby-Doo movies.
I think it was Scooby-Doo 2, yeah.
Monsters Unleashed.
Yes!
Oh man, take me back.
I went to see that at the cinema with my dad, and my dad told off a bunch of kids halfway through the movie because they were talking too much. And looking back now, I'm like, what did you think you were watching? Like, excuse me, I'm watching art right now.
Stop!
I loved this. I thought this was a really great piece of DLC. And House Flipper 2, people did not like it when it came out. I always believed, and the tide has completely turned on this game. People are all in on it.
I love that.
I think it's
great.
Pets DLC's out this year. Yeah, it's great. Really, really great game. And they're remaking the original in the engine.
Oh,
so they're just like,
by
the way, you could just like have all of the original game at some point this year again.
That's cool.
So I think that's quite fun.
Is that interesting? That's really interesting. Anyway, yeah, but I would trust you implicitly. If you told me that a House Flipper game was good, I'd be like, it's good.
Yep.
He knows.
Is Scrappy Doo in it?
Oh, Scrappy Doo isn't in it, which makes it good.
Yeah, all right. Because, we all know how we feel about Scrappy Doo.
We all,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Even the movies knew. The movies knew.
Yeah, they did. I played 26 hours of House Flipper 2 over Christmas. And
Incredible.
Just the best. Yep.
Love that for you,
Anyway,
Rebecca.
What's yours?
So I have had the good fortune to start 2026 on a high note at work, because I'm covering a new game that I like, and so have been greatly enjoying Heartopia, which
cute.
So this is one of the many life sims more in the sort of AAA end of the space that I was alluding to earlier. I was trying to talk around it a bit because I know I wanted to talk about it here.
Sure, yeah.
But a lot of the studios that do like the free-to-play mobile games are getting in on the life sim thing as well. And also, I mean, it's not just that. I mean, obviously Pokemon Pokopia, which we talked about earlier, is very much doing the kind of like, what if Pokemon Animal Crossing? And then you've got Hoyoverse in on it, and you've also got Heartopia, which is the thing that I was shown late last year and asked to do some work on the open betas pre-launch. And I was so ready to be very unimpressed. I went in with rock bottom expectations, and I really like this game, you guys. It's it's a really nice game. It's very clearly Animal Crossing inspired. Like, it's not really hiding that it's taking Animal Crossing, because it's a Chinese game, right? So I think it's probably more Animal Crossing than Stardew. I don't know quite how much like cultural penetration Stardew has achieved in China, but obviously Animal Crossing is quite big there, and so this is the main inspiration. But it kind of does. So my boss and I talk about it a lot because we've been covering it together, and incidentally, it is a hell of a thing to be kind of like playing a video game at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, run into your boss in the game, have a moment of panic, and then remember that actually you are allowed to be doing this because this is the job you're being paid to do at the time.
Sure,
which is sort of
like,
you and your boss's avatar like eye to eye, like across the field, and it's like, oh crap, am I caught? But no, it's kind of a much more polished experience than you would expect from Chinese mobile gaming company makes an Animal Crossing free-to-play mobile first experience. It's just got something to it in terms of how it's like, this is going to be quite a chill game, and it is, right? And it's like, you daily tasks or whatever, but they're not too intrusive. And then you're just going around like filling up your bug collection, your fish collection, and the bird collection, which I think is a really cute addition
that is cute
to the concept. Is like learning to cook recipes, and a lot of it, like a theme of it seems to be like getting back to nature. It's all about like, you don't have like jobs and skills, you have dreams and hobbies, and so it's all very much like painted as you kind of just like learning to coexist with the island world that you live on. It's like you adopt a cat and a dog. I'm currently heartbroken because I want a second cat and the game won't let me. I'm like, this is a limitation in the game engine, and I feel like it's ruining the wish fulfillment. But seriously, like other than that, it's just like a really it's like quite a addictive gameplay loop. You can easily lose like a couple of hours, and I gotta say, probably my most controversial take. As a Sims player of quarter of a century standing, I actually like the building in this better than in Sims.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay.
I never got into building in Sims. I could never click with it, but I experimented with it in this game because I had to for guides, and like I was like, oh, I get it. And like now I'm like sectioning off my little house, and I'm like, oh, I'm making it how I like it, and I'm like, yeah. So it's really working for me. It is like, it's got the pitfalls of being like free to play. It's monetized by a gacha. It is monetized by the world's most vestigial and useless gacha. Like there's like, what is the point? Because everything that's cool about this game is in the free to play part. Everything that's cool. And then they're like, you want to buy some outfits? I'm like, absolutely not. Leave me alone. I'm going to go fishing. I don't need to be in Princess Elsa's dress for that. So yeah, I mean, it's my impression of this game is that by the end of the year, obviously it's not indie, but like if I'm looking at a sort of general top 10 games of the year, either I'm going to play it obsessively until the end of February and then never think about it again, or it's already in the top 10 for sure. Like that's where it's at with this game. It scratches that Animal Crossing itch. It kind of got a bit unlucky that it launched literally 1 week ahead of Animal Crossing's 3.0 update.
Yeah.
But it's done well. It's it started on a pretty strong note. It's got a lot of downloads, a lot of interest. It has, the usual controversies around monetization. It has the one piece of obviously AI artwork that I feel like someone was like, you have to put some AI in here, and they were like, find this one fucking image, and then everything else looks really nice. And like I find that a lot with these games is like there is one image that even I can tell is AI generated, and then everything else looks really polished. And I'm like, why do I feel like this is a corporate mandate to the devs to include AI? And it's like a sarcastic inclusion of one really shit picture among an otherwise really nice looking game. So, I want to believe that devs are kicking against this, I guess. But I mean, like, why would you only include one? Because your boss told you had to. And so you were like, fine, I will maliciously comply.
Yes.
God.
So that's what I like to believe anyway. But yeah, it is genuinely just, there is something to it. They have understood the brief of making an Animal Crossing like. They've done it really well. They've polished it really well. And also, our weekly meetings at work have become like completely inaccessible if you don't play this game, because it's just me and my boss geeking out about the fashion choices.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's just really cute. And for saying that like January was looking a bit empty, to have this and the Animal Crossing update in the span of a week has been like really nice, actually. Even though it means I was really busy this week, but it's been a nice kind of busy. So that was good.
Good.
Great. You should keep checking in with us about how you're getting on with it.
Yeah, like I say, I'll either have sacked it off entirely after like burning myself out on it in 2 months, or I'll still be there like obsessing over it in December probably.
Oh, well, that brings us to the end of the first episode of 2026. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. And yes, if you want to join our Discord, you can do that. If you want to see our website, it's indieventurepodcast.co.uk. It's very lovely. We have lots of articles going up on there, lots of bits from us three and friend of the podcast, Ed. We've very much been enjoying his contributions. But yeah, once again, Happy New Year, everyone. Let's keep a positive attitude going into 2026.
Yep. We can do this, guys.
We can do this.
Come on.
You got this.
I believe in us.
Yeah. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye. Indieventure is a video games podcast created, produced, hosted, and edited by Rachel Watts, Rebecca Jones, and me, Liam Richardson. For more information, including a list of every game we mentioned in this episode, make sure to check out our website, indieventurepodcast.co.uk. You can get in touch by sending your questions, comments, and feedback to contact@indieventurepodcast.co.uk. You can support the show by rating us 5 stars and leaving a review on Apple Podcasts or your preferred podcast provider of choice. Some of the games we talk about on the show may have been provided to us for free for review consideration. Our intro music and stings were composed for us by Ollie Newbury. Check the episode description to hear more of his excellent tunes. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks for another episode of Indie Venture. Bye for now.